Following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing after the interception. Huntley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anywhere.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley escaping the pressure right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Middle. Hey, alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Middle. Check. 80. Alert. Yes.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, an even 90 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
To throw on second down. Huntley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Yeah, let's get a second.
Third and goal. Rosen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You're talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, team. Big Cire.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rosen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that?
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Go! Monday.
Rosen will throw. This is caught. A good pickup there at 22.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Mike 58 right there.
Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously lost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Watch twin. Alert. Hey, alert 3.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
57. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. Alert.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
No. Check three.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Rosen to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley, catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
55. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On first and 10, Huntley. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one, a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Back to throw. Huntley. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Got one. 55, Mike, guy, 55. Tighten up. Pull it together. Mike, 5.
Second and 11. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Now he's flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Check 3, check 3. Check. Hard. Check. Hey, quarter. Hey, Charlie.
And now it's Rosen looking over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action. Huntley. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Middle. Shift.
On 2nd and inches, Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now Rosen on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action here with Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
One set. Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Hey, check.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Exit. Mike 15. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete to Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 26. Check 26. Shoot. Slam. Say it.
On first down, Huntley. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Back 15. You're trash. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Throwing again. Huntley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile.
Get wide. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Watch out. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit.
Now Rosen. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They're running it. Alert 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready, 50 touch the outlaw. Check 55 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Monday. Check 99. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check nickel.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hug. Jim. Slam. Kill. Alert. Switch.
From the 27, Rosen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Alert. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 37.
Hey, seam 6.
Throwing now is Rosen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Down to lose one.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rosen. Now a desperation throw, deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Tight dog, top 61, matchbox, lights.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, echo.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen, he's going to let it fly. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He's back to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Set, ready. Now the wolf.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
57, Mike 57.
It's out of time. It's out of time, guys. It's out of time. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Go, go. Switch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.